Good evening, YouTubers. Tsquare with Tsquare Talks. Hope everybody's having a great day. I am setting up for our January giveaway. Some of y'all do know about that. Some of y'all may not. Every month we do a special event. Some people call it a giveaway. It's technically just a fun event that we do for members. It's a lot of fun. It's only $1.99 to become a member, and we give away a cool prize every month. And we've recently added obsessed fans and super fans, 2 extra categories where you can actually, if you happen to be the winner of the event, you get a better prize, which is pretty cool. Tonight I am doing, for regular fans, you get 1 ounce of silver. It does not necessarily have to be that flag bar. I put the flag bar there to show 1 ounce of silver at a worst case scenario you get. However, if you are if you do contact me via email and there's something else you like, I try to accommodate as best I can to kind of keep everybody happy. Last month, Jinx had won, and she asked about Eli. You are first. Congrats. Jinx had asked me about Libertads and if I had any extra that were, even if they weren't certified graded. And I have a bunch of old Libertads. And so I said, yeah, if you want an old Libertad, I can throw you one of them. It didn't matter to me. An ounce of silver is an ounce of silver because I am, like I say, I'm a stacker. That means that I'm not a collector. I've passed up on some crazy deals. One day I actually passed up on a bunch of Morgan dollars, which was crazy now that I look back at it. The guy's like, are you kidding me? You're going to turn down on Morgan dollars for like 75 bucks a piece or 100 bucks a piece certified? And I was like, yeah, it's just an ounce of silver. And silver's sitting at the time, $20 an ounce. I said, it's not a big deal to me, And so I didn't get them. And I really regret myself now for turning that down. But that's how the game's played. Sometimes you get deals. Sometimes you miss deals. I'm actually just got the camera on the prizes tonight because I am setting up a couple of things just to get it ready. And now I will show you what I'm doing here. Boom. So the way this works, if you are a member, your name is already on the list. If you are for 1 ounce of silver, if you are a super fan, which a regular member is only $1.99 to become a member, so it's well worth it. You'll have a star next to your name, plus your comments go right to my phone, plus you have a shot at winning a cool ounce. If you are a super fan, which is $4.99 a month, your prize is upgraded to this instead. This is a certified American Silver Eagle. If you're an obsessed fan, it is $9.99 a month. But if you win, you take them both. So, and like I said, this is substitutable. So if you want a different ounce, maybe you want a Trump round, or maybe you want something else. There's some cool stuff in that aspect. If you're not a member right now and you'd like to become a member, you still have time. You can become a member, and I will put your name on the list. The list is all updated right now. I'm going to go through the list here in just a second. I did get everything updated. I see we got Scott in the room. How's it going, Scott? Hope you're having a great one. Yeah, I forgot to say live stream tonight. We got Salty in New York. How's it going? Hope you're having a great night. We got Pastor Mo. How's it going, Pastor Mo? Hope you're having a great night. We got, let's see, how's the giveaway work? So the giveaway is a monthly thing. We do basically, it's a members event. Some people call it a giveaway. It's a members event where we do a fun event. We're going to do a wheel. So let me shift screens real quick so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Screen capture. Boom. 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 Let's see here what we got, if we can get it going here. Random wheel picker. And we do this every month. We do some kind of special event. But right now, it's never been a better time to become a member tonight. Because if you become a member tonight, you're in on this event. But you're also in on the Super Bowl event. The Super Bowl event, we're going to have squares where everybody will pick a square, a number. If they don't pick a number, once the video goes up within 24 hours, a number will automatically be given to them. And then after that, we go live and we randomly pick where the numbers go on the top and the bottom, or the top and the side on one of the brackets. I'll show you that in just a minute. And that was our winner last month. Jinx was our winner last month. Let's get that in there. And there is all of our members right now. We got New Marshall, we got Conrad, Mike, EMO, Joseph, Unknown, Steve Newberry, Ryan Reed, X Factor, Chris B, Ronald Smith, Nathan B, Eric Stacks, John Superboomer, Justin Woods, Gary Bear, Hillbilly Stockpick, Stack Boy, Chris Law, Emmanuel, Michael, Joshua, John, Guardian, Nitric Silver Stacker, Colton, Judith and Dan, Dextral Sword, Roger, a.k.a. 47, Pete, Clark, Jim, Patel, Olin, Bryce, Shelley, Eli, Allie, Mr. D. Gold, G.E. Tex, Donald, Polly Walnuts, Dick Goldsmith, 3D Woodworks, Terry, Blue Dog, SS Grower, Tyler, JC. There should be 85 in all. I think it's 85. I remember 86. Scott McNeil, Smug the Magnificent, Russ, Eric, Jay Carter, Lance Parker, BJ, Alex, Maximus, Red Pill, Neil, Larry, Faceless Silver Stacker, James, Chad, Crypto Stacker. Go down a little bit more. Silver Crypto 2022, John Jack, Crazy Spider, Jack Elliott, Brandon, Ice Hole, Freakin'. I got to make sure I say that right. don't mistake that R for a C. Freaking Ice Hole, Paul, Calvin, AI, Jinx, Dave, Oki, Philip Lowe, CT87, Rick Beaver, The Barbecue Man, Mark, Renee, Barry, Silverboy Blues, John W., and Blade. So now, just so you guys know, the way this, everybody knows how this works. We keep spinning until the very end. The last man on the wheel is the winner. However, I want to show you guys something else real quick. I'm giving you all a heads up because a lot of people, when they see what we're doing next month, they're going to want to get in. And you still will be able to get in, but right now you can get in for tonight's event and you're automatically going to be entered in for the next event. If you happen to be a fan and you want to upgrade your membership right now, you don't have to necessarily upgrade it through the system. If you want to do a super chat, I can upgrade you. Just let me know in the comments. The super chat for the $3 will upgrade you to the next event. I'll show you the prizes to the next prize. And the super chat for $8 will upgrade you to get both prizes. If you're not a member, you don't want to become a member, you just want to, oh, hey, I'll do a $2 super chat tonight. I'll put you on the wheel. Real quick, though, because if you are a member, you're definitely going to want to see this. NFL Football Squares bracket. So this is basically what I will be filling out for the February event. As you can see, there is 100 squares. If I don't have 100 members, one of them will be just blocked out. However, if the squares go over, if we get more than 100 members, which I don't think will happen, but if we do, there might be 2 winners because I'm going to have to do a second board, obviously. I'm not going to leave anybody out. So it could go both ways on that. And I will put up a video talking about this down the road. I'm trying to close out a couple of these windows. Take a look. I'm curious, since I got the window open, what silver's doing. Ooh, silver's pulling down a little bit, but some of us were saying we think we're going to see a little bit of a pullback this week. Looking for the opportunity, but will it last? Who knows? Like I said, we could see a quick pullback late tonight, and then all of a sudden tomorrow morning when the market's open, we see it spike back up. Some of y'all know I'm looking for an opportunity to pick up some stuff at a good deal. So I'm going to take a look at the comments real quick because I can't read the comments while I'm showing the wheel. So I'm going to jump back over here, take a look at what we got in the comments. Please, if you can, help me out. Hit that thumbs up button. And since I can't stand seeing that, I'm going to have to put some... Oh, you guys don't like that one. So, well, here, we'll do this one. Let's see here. So, scrolling through, we got a bunch of members already in. I will explain how this works again real quick. Let's see here. If anybody would like to become a member, you can become a member right now, and you will get on the wheel. If you don't want to become a member, but you want to do a $2 super chat, you also will get put on the wheel. If you are a regular member, a fan member, you either have a star next to your name or you've done a $2 super chat. You will get a chance to win 1 ounce of silver. If you are a super fan, which basically means you have a membership that's $4.99, I believe, you will get this prize instead. And if you are an obsessed fan, which is a $9.99 membership, then you take them both. And this is substitutable. If you want a different ounce, maybe you don't want a flag bar, maybe you're like me and you don't like bars. I kind of prefer rounds in tubes of 20. I'm real kind of picky about that. So that's how that's going to play out tonight. Let's take a quick look and see what is going on in the comments. Libertads are cool. Yeah, that's what Jinx had said. Jinx really liked the Libertads last month. I can't remember if I had an Eagle or what I had up there last month, and she had asked me if I had any Libertads on hand. I said, absolutely. I got a couple tubes of them. And then I even had some certified ones, but it was an ungraded coin for that one. I'm looking for where I put it, actually. I had one sitting right here. I don't know where I put it now. Darn it. Let's see here. Conrad, I'm catching up double time here for a couple minutes. Nice. And I'll put up a short video tomorrow on who the winner was. So even if someone doesn't make it, it's not a big deal. We got Eli. How's it going tonight, Eli? We got Scott. How's it going, Scott? Hope you're having a great night, buddy. My friend, how are you? I've been doing pretty good. Still trying to grow the stream. Not a big fan of live streams, but I know some people like them. I just always feel uncomfortable in live streams because anything can happen. Do we get a notice when out memberships? No. When memberships expire, there is no notice. That's not me, though. That's YouTube. Some people have done it differently. They've asked to just do the super chat. Some people have asked if they could just send the $25 for a year membership. I don't do $2 personal memberships like that just because it's more of a headache to take a $2 check every month. However, I have had someone mail me a check for $25, and I said, yeah, you can go ahead and mail it. Let's see here. Conrad, okay, I'm live. Yep, we're live. Let's see. Pure Metals, how's it going? I hope you're having a great night. I left you a comment. I don't know if you ever saw it or if you ever replied to it. I actually left you a comment on, it was like the 1879 gold short that you did that I had never heard of. And when I looked at it, basically in like 1879 or something, gold had skyrocketed, and it was just crazy. And I wanted to do talk about that one video, but I wanted to actually show your short 1 minute video on top of it. I don't know if you ever left me a comment or not. On YouTube, you can't show other people's content without risking getting in trouble unless they give you permission. So I did see your comment, and I did reply. Okay, good. I'm actually going to go over there probably later and screenshot it, and then I can do that. I don't want to risk showing someone else's stuff and then have them get mad. Some people do get mad. Me, I don't care. I really don't. Especially, I mean, they're saying where they seen it from. So metals are taking a dump tonight. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I said this week we could see a little bit of a pullback, so I'm hoping we see that. I don't know if it's going to close out the week with a pullback, but I think at some point this week we should see a little bit of a pullback back under 30, and Maybe even a low 29 would be really nice. 29 even would be great. 28 something would be awesome. Let's see. Feel free to use as much as you want. Awesome. I appreciate that, buddy. Tsquare, what's up, brother? How's it going? Sobriety. Hope you're having a good one. Keeping on stacking. Me, I'm not really doing much. I'm waiting for the opportunity to pick up a nice order coming up. So with that being said, I'm going to go through. Some of y'all know what the membership deal is. Some of you don't. I see we got a bunch of people in the room. I always wait until we have at least 5 members, and I see we've got more than that in here right now. So the way this is going to work tonight, if you are not a member and you want to become a member, you have time. I can put your name on the wheel. If you don't want to become a member and you want to do a $2 super chat, I can put your name on the wheel as a regular member for tonight. And only because I can't keep up long term with it on super chats, but the event's only once a month. Although we have another big event for the Super Bowl that will be getting announced here probably within the next week. Let's take a look here real quick. Screen caption. If silver is headed lower, do you think gold will too? Gold is getting harder to manipulate. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm seeing them buying no matter what. I almost bought the other day gold, whereas I was not willing to buy silver because I want to see silver go lower, and I know they manipulate it easier. It's a whole lot harder to manipulate gold. Silver, they've been doing it so long, the amounts of shorts. Can you imagine? So each short contract is 5,000 ounces of silver. They're dropping million-ounce contracts, literally million ounces in paper on the COMEX. And needless to say, it's beating down the price. You can't really do that with gold from what I understand yet. I mean, it doesn't mean that they won't come up with something new later to where they do make it to where you can do that. But so this is the wheel. As of right now, we have New Marshall, Conrad, and Philip Lowe as obsessed fans. So if they do win, they will actually get both of the 2 prizes. We have Mike M, EMO, Joseph Jackson, and Unknown. If they win, they will get the certified graded coin. And everybody else will win 1 ounce of silver. So it's going to be fun. We're going to start spinning here in a couple minutes. We're going to shuffle them up once everybody sees. Before I start, I want everybody to know, as always, it's the last name on the wheel. So it does take a little bit, but while that's happening, I'll be kind of chit-chatting a little bit. It's more of just a fun event. I usually do this, for those of you that don't know, I usually do this on the last Sunday of every month. However, next month, it's going to be on the 20th. So obviously, because the 20th is, I believe it's the 20th is the Super Bowl, and we're going to be using the Super Bowl bracket board, which is going to look like this for people that don't know. So I will have all the members up here. I will explain this before. Everybody that is a member of the channel will get a free Tsquare. It's not gambling. It's a free Tsquare. It's a free event for members. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And I haven't decided yet how I'm going to do prizes on this. If I'm going to do 4-quarter prizes or a second quarter, or I guess they call it halftime prize and final prize. Or how that's all going to play out yet. Because I'm trying to incorporate something. Because now we've got a few people that are obsessed fans where they pay the $9.99 a month. And we've got a couple people that are super fans, which pay the $4.99 a month. And so I want them to have better prizes if they win, because they're doing more for the channel. Even though I'm thankful no matter what. Even if you're not a member, you're just a subscriber, it's still, I'm super thankful for it because I'm trying to grow the channel. However, you guys know I don't take funding from endorsements, I guess you can say. I've been offered, but I don't want to do it. And I know some people called me point blank a liar. They're like, bull. No one is going to turn down free silver or free money or whatever to just endorse a company. I don't believe in it. If I don't believe in your company, it's hard for me to stand behind it. However, I will say a a lot of companies have sweet deals. Even some of the biggest endorsed companies on YouTube, sometimes they run amazing deals. Shop around. If I'm going to purchase something today, we'll say I'm going to purchase a tube of American Silver Eagles. I plan on checking AppMax, JM Bullion, Universal Coin and Bullion, Provident Metals. I'm checking everybody. And I'm going to look around. And then after that, I'm going to call a couple of the pawn shops. And I'm going to say, hey, do you happen to have this? And I'm going to verify to get my cheapest deal. I don't really have any coin stores around me. So I don't see many deals like you guys. I heard someone tell me today they picked up a tube of Eagles at $700. That's a pretty decent deal. That's $35 a piece. It's $5 over spot. You can find it a little better. But if you're buying online and it's getting shipped to your house and they're insuring it, then I can understand that. I've seen them go as low as, with spot sitting at $30.50. I've seen them go as low as $3 over spot. In fact, let me see real quick. I probably shouldn't do this, but Universal Coin and Bullion. I happen to know who has the lowest prices on average at any given time. Let's see here. $33.63, and that's about what the lowest you will find. You probably are not going to find $33.63 on Eagles. That would basically come up to $661.26, I think. So pretty good deal there on that. And I'm not endorsed by Universal. I have a friend that used to work there, and so I follow all their prices on every item, and I kind of keep up with it. So that's the only reason I pulled them up right now. I could have pulled anybody up, but I know right off the bat it's probably not going to be this price today. It's the weekend. I've even noticed that some companies are not as quick to change their spot price. So if the spot price is going up, then you can make out, like right here, we just looked at the spot price. It was like $30.16. I know that Universal Coin and Bullion is a little slow on their spot price moving, which means if I am buying it on the uptick, it means I'm going to get a better deal. If I'm buying it as it's falling, it means I'm not going to get as good of a deal. And those are little tricks that I use just to kind of, I'll say, beat the system. Look, I'm trying to save every penny I can get. If I can save any amount of money, then I'm trying to save it. Real quick before we get into, let's take a look here. I see we got a bunch of people on, so I'm going to read some of the comments. Once I start spinning the wheel, I won't be able to see the comments, so scrolling through. What is up, Trax? Hope you're having a great night. Okay, if silver is heading lower, gold, that's where I left off. I suddenly fell in love with pre-33. Pre-33 gold, I love. I had some, but I ended up trading it all off. Chris in Virginia, how's it going, buddy? Hope you're having a great night. Reluctant Stacker, how's it going, buddy? Hope you're having a great night. Eli, I wonder if silver jumps on 2-1 because the proposed tariffs. I think we will see a lot of prices jump on 2-1. However, I'm also prepared that it could take a little bit of time, like a week, before it actually kicks in. But market movers, I don't want to say market manipulators, but the people that are speculating on this stuff, if they see tariffs kick in, then they're probably going to start betting on prices going up. And if they start betting, prices naturally go up. Spin, baby, spin. Absolutely. Scrolling through, I don't see tariffs. Let's see. FindBullionPrice.com is a great website. Have you ever checked them out? I haven't. You know what? Let's go check them out right now. BullionPrice.com. I'm curious if they can beat that, because I've never heard that name before. So... And I'm not one of these people that like, I don't mind talking about stuff. I won't endorse unless you're the cheapest. What did you call it? BullionPrices.com? BullionPrices.com. Oh wait, did you say find bullion prices? Or let me go look at what you said real quick in that comment. FindBullionPrices.com. Okay, so let's see. Boom. That would probably be this then. Is this a website? Oh, I have heard of this. It's not this is to help you find the lowest prices. It's not endorsing a specific company, I think. I've heard of this, but I've never checked it out. I'm pretty confident that that's what this is. Yeah. So they tell you where it's the cheapest. So right there, $33.39 American Silver Eagles. Let's click on it real quick and see where. Okay, this one says, but see, here's the thing that gets me on stuff like this. You saw $33.60. Can I buy? I've never heard of this company. CC Gold Club. So this one is that's pretty good. I've never dealt with them though, so I would be nervous the first time. But I can tell you that is definitely a good price, $33.38 for an Eagle. No, even if you only buy one. See, that's what I don't like. I see sometimes they'll post one price and then they'll say, yeah, if you buy 500. The average person is not buying 500 ounces of silver in one shot, or their wife is probably not going to be happy with them, or their spouse or whatever. Let's see, 2023, that's a little high, 335. That one's a little high. The Eagle, the Buffalo, that's a good deal. I would say that's pretty good. Because it's only $100. I find 1 ounce usually $100 over. This I've been seeing around 305, 310 now, and I don't really price up half, so I wouldn't even know on that one. So let's jump back over here because we are about ready to spin. But yeah, that's a good website to kind of see who has what. But usually it's companies that no one's ever heard of. But here's the thing too, on the flip side of that, there's a lot of small companies that are popping open now because the price is about ready to bull run. Just like the last time we had the bull run in prices, there was a lot of we buy gold, we buy silver. To be honest, there's probably not that much of it out there that people are going to be able to scrap. Because when you look at jewelry now, which I do follow, I'm seeing a lot of jewelry. When I was in the Middle East and I bought jewelry, we're talking 24 karat. Come back to the U.S., 22 karat. Then we go down to 18 karat. Then 14 karat. Now, 10 karat. And some people opting out of gold altogether and just buying silver jewelry, which is kind of interesting. Summit Metals has maples at $33. Yeah, I would expect Eli to be real knowledgeable on where the best price is. For those of you that don't know, if you have Facebook, let me switch this just for a second. If you have Facebook, Silver Asylum. Boom. Boom. So, I can't do it on here. Darn it. Yeah, because I've never logged in on here with, I don't know if I still can. Never mind. I still can. Okay. I'm going to show you guys real quick. I didn't want my personal information to all show up. So this is Silver Asylum page. This is actually Eli's page, and he posts, even though I can't, because I'm not logged in right now. As you can see, I'd have to log in first. But if you join this group, he posts the best deals. Whenever a company runs a sale, like 1 ounce of gold at spot price, he'll post it on there. And then you guys have the opportunity to decide if you want to go check out their website or not. It's a great spot for people to communicate deals and stuff. And he even shares some of the videos on the channel sometimes here on his Facebook group. So that's pretty cool. I recommend, if anybody does watch this and you have Facebook, the Silver Asylum. It's a great group to join. Let's see, jumping back over, scrolling through. I buy silver from First Majestic. 100 shares in the company to get a 50. Oh, wow. You can actually, if you buy 100 shares in the company, You can get 50 cents off the price at First Mint. I'm guessing that's First Majestic, though, as a shareholder. Wait for a sale and then buy. They mine a lot of the silver in Mexico. I'm going to have to look into that. So I've heard of First Majestic, but I would buy shares in a company if it's going to get me a deal all the time. Being military, I've used Provident because I know Provident gives a military discount. I know some other bullion dealers do give military discount. Usually their discount just means if you buy 1 or 1,500, you're going to pay the same price, which I like because they always advertise the 1,500 deal, but no one's going to buy 1,500 ounces of silver. Scrolling through, find bullion prices, just states added Summit Metals. Yes, capital letters. You can skip companies you don't recognize. And that's the key right there. If I don't recognize a company or I've never even heard of it, if you're on YouTube a lot, watching channels like mine, I'm sure you've seen package openings. Now, the majority of the YouTubers it seems like a lot of them are sponsored by 1 or 2 different companies. But smaller YouTubers will share what they've bought in and they'll show it, which is a good opportunity to find out, about other companies. FindBullionPrices.com also shows spot deals at the top left corner. Oh, wow. I'm going to have to check that out, too, later. Summit Metals. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to run over this one more time. I'm just giving I was giving anybody the opportunity that wanted to get a membership. Please take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up button because it really does help me out. With that being said, let's go over this again. 1 ounce of silver. This ounce of silver is just here for a demonstration. If you want that ounce, you can have it. If there's a different ounce you want, I will work with the winner individually because every winner is going to have a difference of opinion. If I have something like a Trump round or something, I'll work with them. But a lot of people like these flag bars. If you are a super fan, you will get this certified 2024 American Silver Eagle MS69 early release. And if you are an obsessed fan, you will get both of them. So you will get both of them. There's only 3 obsessed fans, 6 super fans, I think, and the rest are regular fans. So with that being said, I've bought from every company. Summit Metals have. Okay, so I'm going to switch over. At this point, I will not be able to read your comments while I am showing you what I'm looking at. So, boom. Boom. Everybody should be able to see the wheel. Yep, I can see it right there. Okay. Y'all can see the wheel, right? I know you can't really make out the names, but as I start spinning, it will. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to shuffle up the names. We just went over all of them. Everybody that is a member according to YouTube or has been added. There's a couple people that have just sent a check, like I said, or they did PayPal or they did some other way, just because they didn't have a credit card. So, okay, so I'm going to shuffle up the names. 1, 2, 3. We're going to start spinning. It will be the last person. So this gives you guys time to talk amongst yourselves while we are spinning. I can see. Okay, I'm just making sure. When I scroll down here to the bottom, I make sure I can see what y'all looking at. Y'all looking at the wheel right there. So that's what I want to make sure. One day, I shot a whole video. Some of y'all may have remembered that. I shot the whole video, and you were still looking at the Discord page. And I was like, oh, no, or not the Discord page, the Streamlabs page. And so no one got to see the graphs or anything. So with that being said, let's start spinning. Like I said, it will be the last person. I didn't give extra entries today for higher up fans because I did bigger prizes for them. And I will talk with some of them later and see if they like the bigger prize idea or if they would rather have more chances. So with that being said, start spinning. And I always feel bad for the first name that gets dropped. But here we go. It's the last name remaining on the wheel that is the winner. Faceless Silver. I am sorry, buddy. I don't know if I'll say sorry every time, but I always feel really bad for the first person. And it's my habit to just want to say sorry, Shelly. And this does take a little bit. We're down to 83 names. Here we go. So, someone asked me earlier, what do I think will happen this week with precious metals? So, I'm still rooting for some kind of a dip. I don't think the dip is going to be permanent. I think we will probably see a little bit of a drop, more because the Fed meeting next week. Once that Fed meeting goes, I expect after that, the day after, we'll see silver probably spike back up if it has any kind of a big fall. As always, I am on guard, though, right now for a big drop in the middle of the night, and then all of a sudden a pick back up when the markets open the next day. A lot of people are talking right now about the shortage in silver. I personally haven't been able to find. I know there is a shortage in silver, but they're making it out right now like it's bigger. They don't have 5,000 ounce bars for delivery to a lot of the big companies that need the silver, and that there's a 3-month backlog. I have seen YouTube videos on that, but as always, one person does a video and then a bunch of people piggyback the story, and nobody really has an official link or a site under their video on where they got it from. And that makes it a little bit harder to really verify, so you look around, you try to verify it. However, I'm simply saying that I think the Fed is going to try to make the DXY climb. And in doing that, it's going to make the dollar stronger. And in doing that, it's going to make a lot of stuff cheaper for the short run. Food at the grocery stores, not going to be affected. Why? Because stuff at the grocery stores, them prices don't change daily. Spot price changes daily. When something major happens, they're instantly adjusting the price. And that's why I think we'll see a dip, and then the next day we'll see a climb back up again. And I'm hoping that's the case, because there are a couple of big orders that I want to put in. I already have them pretty well in my cart. I'm missing 1 pack of the Legendary Warriors, and then 2 packs of the newest Legendary Warrior, and I can't even remember his name. Oh, I'm so sorry, Philip. Philip was an obsessed fan. I upgraded his membership because he had done some super. Do you call them super chats? I don't know what you call them exactly, because a super chat I thought you could only do in the chats, but I don't know. It did something, so that's why I'd upgraded his membership. Let's see here. Where was I? Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, who knows if there really is a huge shortage. We know there is a certain amount of shortage, and we know that because the COMEX has less and less silver on hand. Now, I actually watched a video the other day that basically talked about how people think that all the silver in the COMEX is deliverable. And they basically stated that is not the case. Some of that silver is pretty well already spoken for. It's already under contract. And so there's actually even less silver in there than we are being told. Now, if that's the case, that definitely points to silver going a whole lot higher. The big question is when. Everybody wants to know, when is silver going to start to climb? Personally, I think the fact that we're seeing gold climb right now tells me that silver is probably not going to be much far behind it. The question, again, when? A lot of people think they're going to get rich quick overnight because they've seen cryptocurrencies go up overnight. We did a video the other day about manipulation. And, here's the thing. If they want you to invest your money in Bitcoin, all they got to do is hype the price up. People naturally will flood in when the price of something goes up. You ask almost any new stacker in the room, if you're a new stacker, fairly new, when did you start and why did you start? Most of these people will say, I started when they had the last government shutdown and silver spiked, and then it came down and I just kept buying, and now it's going back up again. And that's always the case. Always. How many people got started stacking, every time there's been a crisis? The next crisis that we have is going to put a lot more people into silver and gold. But even if you get into silver and gold, it doesn't take long, before you realize that silver is the better play. I'm going to take a quick drink real quick. So that's the big reason. Now, I always get asked, gold has proved itself. Why would you want silver over gold? So the reason for that is every once in a blue moon, silver holds its own. Let's be honest. If you look at what percent gold has gone up in the recent years and what percent silver has gone up in the recent years, you would have to agree that silver has held its own against silver. You don't see it as much because silver has big run-ups, and then gold, slow and steady, just keeps trucking along. You might see silver spike up to 30 and then hang out there for a little while gold just keeps going. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, you see silver spike up to 40, 50, and then back down to 40 and hang out there for a while. So I am betting that we are going to see silver have a big run up, and there will be a lot of people that will flood into the market at that point. And when they do, they're going to drive the price of silver even higher. You'll see the gold-silver ratio come down. And when that happens, you'll have to be constantly evaluating at what point do I trade? What point do I sell? Maybe you want to sell some. I treat silver as money. Gold and silver is money. Means I'm not afraid to sell a little if I need money. Just like I'm not afraid to buy if I have extra money. Think of it like, I was about ready to say a casino, but that would be, I guess you could say that, but the casino chips in this case would be the dollars. Well, how would you say that? Let me think here. I got to think of the better way to analogy that. Actually, I don't know how to really analogize it. I'm sitting here thinking. Yeah. Okay, so a lot of people, they just don't want to sell. They just are fixated on, never ever sell. I mean, I go overboard. I put extra money in, and if I need it, but I have a good group of people that if I need some money out of the blue, I would have no trouble selling to someone in my group. I met up with a kid the other day. He had been stacking for a little while, and he really was hurting for money. He needed $500. And he said, hey, can I sell you some silver? And I said, yeah, how much do you want to sell? What's going? He goes, what's the best you can do right now? I said, I'll give you spot price. And I'll tell you what, you can buy my meal, and I'll let you buy it back in like a month if the money frees up. And but he declined that. He said, no, I'm just going to sell it and then hope for a dip. Some YouTubers are saying there's a big dip coming, and I'm aware of that, and I don't take offense to that. I mean, each person has to make their own choice on if you believe a big enough dip is going to come. Me personally, I think there might be a big enough dip to where I can pick up some more at a good deal, but there's not a big enough dip to where I'm going to want to sell some of my stack. I hate to say that. Like I've always said, I mean, a 50-cent dip on a 100-ounce box, that's $50. And I know for some people, they're going to be like, what's $50? You're spending $3,000. And that is true, but it's an extra ounce of silver. It's a meal. It's a little bit better. Anytime you can get a little bit more for your money, it only makes sense too. And That's a big factor for me. I know some people think that I deprive myself a little too much, and I've done videos on that. I don't deprive myself. I go out to eat once in a while. I try to cook at home more. I try to use what I got more at home. I'm in the process of trying to downsize, which means I've got to use some of my preps down. And some people will ask, why do you want to use your preps? At a certain point, if you're over prepped, stuff will start going bad. If a canned good expires, is it bad? No. However, I have had cans where they were outdated by a lot. And, to a certain point, when I open it, if there's anything that looks like it's disturbing the can, I'm not going to chance it. I'm not going to chance getting sick for 70 cents. However, I will also say I would rather learn my lessons now while I can go to the doctor if I need to. I happen to put the expired can test to work one day where I said I'm going to buy a case of one vegetable and I'm going to open up a can every 6 months until I run out. And they expired, and I opened one on expiration date. And then 6 months later, I opened another one. 6 months later, I open another one. I can tell you at 4 years expired, you start seeing some problems in it. One of the cans actually made a hissing sound when I shook it. I could actually hear psss, and I said, oh, I ain't eating that one because I don't know how long it's been hissed. I mean, it wasn't making a sound when it was sitting there, but once I picked it up, shook it a little, all of a sudden it made that sound. And I said, oh, I ain't messing with that. Now, that made me wonder, does 4 years mean you don't want to chance it? I opened up a different one. It was fine. And I know some people are going to be like, that's awful. I want to learn my lessons now because if I shouldn't say the end of the world, but if something crazy happened and you couldn't get food and the only food you have is, sorry about that, Conrad. I know you were an obsessed fan, so I was looking to see if you were going to make it all the way to the end right there. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, hold on, I'm just looking at something real quick. Let me scroll over here. I just want to see if someone else has been eliminated and I was too busy talking. Sorry about that, New Marshall. You got eliminated somewhere in there. I want to learn my lessons now before it's too late, because I don't want to be, oh, can I eat this? And we're in some grid down scenario. I can tell you right now, I'm not going to touch a can of tomatoes or any tomato product after about 3.5 years. And some people might say there's nothing wrong with that. If they are canned in regular cans that you buy at the grocery store, I wouldn't chance it. It's acidic levels. It does something to the can and starts breaking the inside of it down. Jars, mason jars, I don't know. I don't use mason jars for vegetables like that. The only thing I use mason jars for are sometimes pastas, rice, that type of stuff. If I know I'm going to probably use them at some point, then I will do that. I did a video a while back that silver is not going to be the only thing that saves you. A lot of people have this belief you shouldn't buy silver, you can't eat it. Oh, so even someone left me a comment the other day about the Girl Scouts. And I guess there was a crypto commercial where 2 Girl Scouts were selling cookies. And one of them was accepting Bitcoin and the other one wasn't. And the girl that was sold out her cookies. And the girl that wasn't was stuck with all of her Girl Scout cookies. And literally, this is them brainwashing younger generations, trying to get more people to adopt Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So, ironically, right now, they are selling Girl Scout cookies. And I thought about when I see a booth, I'm going to go to one of the tables, and I'm thinking about recording. I don't know if I can. I got to look into a couple of things first. But recording and saying, I'd like to buy a box of cookies, but I can only pay in Bitcoin, and see what they say. Because the truth of the matter is, Bitcoin is not that easy to use. And I know some people are like, there you go, YouTuber, gold and silver people always want to talk about Bitcoin, but you never hear Bitcoin people talking about gold and silver. I think it's because y'all are jealous. That's not the case. It's the outright lies. And eventually people start to believe the lies. Whether you believe the lies about a specific event on a specific day 4 years ago or 5 years ago or whenever, who knows? There's a lot of, I guess, fibbing going on. And a lot of that happens because, they can manipulate people. So who knows? We are down to, so sorry, Hillbilly Stock Picks. 15 names. So the final 15 names are on the board. Boom. I'm just looking here. Let's see here. Look and see who all's left. I don't like to read the names of who's left because as soon as I say a name, boom, all of a sudden someone's like, dude, why did you say my name? 14 people. I'm wondering if anybody is still on the board that's in the room. Oh, actually, I see one name right now. I know at least one person that's on the board is in the room. One. And I don't know, more people might have joined in afterwards. So, down to 12 names. And this is where it gets really stressful because someone is watching this video in the morning and they're saying, oh, man. They make it maybe all the way to the end, almost, and then they get shot down. Or their name is the last one, but they are on the edge of their seats right up until the end. And I can guarantee you, looking at it now, so the winner is going to get 1 ounce of silver. But whoever wins is probably going to be, man, I wish I had been a super fan or a Eli. I am so sorry, buddy. I think you were the only one watching, or at least before the stream, that made it that far. I know you were on when the stream started, so, and I'm sure you were on the edge of your seat. So yeah, because the way I did it this time, I said the super fan will get the certified coin. The obsessed fan will take both coins. And now we are down to, I just realized something too. I'm not going to say it, but it will be crazy if it happens. But it won't be the first time I've seen it. I've seen it happen. I'm not even going to say what it is that I'm thinking of. I have actually seen this happen now once, and who knows, maybe even twice. I'll say it after. And now we are down to 4 people. Three people. Let me just look here. Okay, so one of the members have been here for, man, you've been here over a year, one of you guys, and one of you guys, fairly newer member, and then one somewhere in the middle. Here we go. We're down to 3 names. Two names. The next one will be eliminated. It is the last one on the wheel. And that's what I was worried about. I wasn't worried, but I was like, is she going to win it 2 times in a row? Jinx, I am so sorry, but I was thinking about it. I was like, is she going to hit it 2 times in a row? Because you had one in December. And then I'm sure you're watching this video right now because you watch every video. And I was like, I wonder what people will think if that happens. But I am so sorry, Jinx. And Chris Law, you have been a member for, Let's see. Almost 2 years. I think you've been a member for 16 months, if I'm correct. Let's see. 19. Yeah, you got to be up there. That's at least 1 year. I don't know if you were here for the football, because no, it might have been a year. So I know you started in June of last year. Here we are at June of this year, but I don't know if that's June of last year or June of the previous year. No, I think it's June. You've been here 1 year. So 1 year. Chris, you are the winner. Congratulations. Let me jump over here real quick. Boom. Congratulations, Chris. You will win 1 ounce of silver. You are a regular fan. And so I will show you. So first option is guaranteed you can get a 1 ounce silver flag bar. Beautiful bar. If there is a different round, maybe a Trump round or an NRA round or some kind of round that you've seen on the channel, you can hit me up. Shoot me an email, and I will give you the claiming procedures. I do verify that it is you. And shoot me an email at tsquaretalktome@gmail.com. That's tsquaretome@gmail.com. You are the winner, and I don't think you were in the room. I don't even know if you'll see it, but I will do a short video probably tomorrow night and show it real quick. Let's see. So congratulations. Scrolling through. What is up, Gaza? 1, 2, 3. Hope you're having a great night. Conrad, I saw you. Let's see. What's up, freaking ice hole? How's it going, buddy? You have no stare, no. So no. Let's see. I'm not sure what that was referring to. What's up, Edward? How's it going? Hope you're having a great night, Edward. We got Jimmy. How's it going, Jimmy? Hope you're having a great night, buddy. We got CT87. Hope you're having a great night. If I miss your name, I apologize, because now there's a gazillion comments that I'm trying to get caught back up just to look at. Silver's dropping. Yep. What is up, Doug? How's it going, Doug? Hope you're having a great night. For people that didn't realize, when I'm spinning the wheel, I can't see the comments. What's up, Austin? How's it going, buddy? Hope you're having a great night, my friend. Chris in Virginia, hope you're having a great night. Let's see. It's rigged. Absolutely. It's all rigged. Let's see. Spin, baby, spin. Scrolling through now to catch up on some comments. Great YouTube spinning the wheel. Name picker. Gods. Make it my day. You were in there too. Let's see here. Because when I read your name, I said that I made a joke. I had to make sure that I didn't mistakenly take that R for a C. It would kind of sound a little bit closer to something else instead of Franken-Icehole. Let's see here. FineBullionPrices.com. Pure Metals mentioned. I mentioned your platform, and I posted the link. The one you sent and said was okay. I probably didn't do you justice, but I am not good at advertising. I think Pure Metals, that will take off. I like the concept of it, and I like his videos, especially his short videos. Let's see here. Gold Club Direct, $33.37 ASCs now. Nice. That's not bad. That's a good deal. Let's see. I was able to pick up 25 ounces of vintage Silvertown poured in Engelhard. Probably pebbled back, 10-ounce bars, $30.18 an ounce. Wow, that is super cheap. I would definitely snag that. So my goal right now for stacking, I'm looking for ounces that I can pick up under $30 an ounce. That can be anything from 10-ounce bars or smaller. I know right now that's not that great. I know that's too great right now, $30 or less, but I think we might see a chance if you look around, shop around. Someone said Pinehurst, absolutely. Let's see, scrolling through. This is one of 2 sites I use when I'm posting on the Silver Asylum. Yeah, I only know about the Silver Asylum. I didn't know you had a second one. I definitely appreciate you sharing the videos when you do. Probably not the live streams. I don't even know if people really enjoy the live streams. Some people say they do. Some people just say they're just too long. And, you know, I mean, it ran an hour. Let's see. I guess if you're on the wheel, it's definitely exciting. Once your name comes off the wheel, it kind of would lose excitingness. You can skip companies you don't recognize. Yeah, I'd already mentioned that. Man, I must have reread some stuff. Let's see here. I'm just kind of trying to catch up. I will end up missing some comments. I apologize. Someone said KC wins. Let's see. Yes, they do. I still usually post. I'm just reading the comments kind of in my head. Well, even though they come out my mouth when I read. Usually post about 10 to 12 deals that include spot deals each week. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I'll have to keep my eyes out for that then, for the spot deals. I know some do, but I didn't know they did them every week. But here's the problem. If a company says 1 ounce at spot and then you have to pay like shipping, I don't really mess with that. Now, if I can find some other stuff on there that's a reasonable good deal, but I've noticed that some companies will 1 ounce at spot, and then every ounce that you're going to get after that's like $5-6 over spot. Well, if the best I can find is $3 over spot, and they're doing $5 over spot, that's a $2 difference on every other one. Granted, I know it's not going to be perfect, but it does force a bigger purchase, and then you have to make sure that you cover your shipping, because you do have to buy a certain amount to get the free shipping. I mean, think about it. If I gave you an ounce at $28 and then there's $7 shipping, I mean, that's $35. I mean, is that really worth it? 28 and then the 7 shipping, $35 for an ounce. Is it that great of a deal? It sounds great when I say $28, but let's see. Gold is down about $15 tonight. Yeah, silver's been dropping too. Silver is down like 40, 50 cents at the time of me starting the show. Let's see here. Let's see. Tonight, live stream was quicker than usual. Yeah, because there was no extra. I did bigger prizes. If you were a super fan or an obsessed fan, you got a bigger prize. You didn't get the extra pulls, so that kind of cut us down. And before, there was probably 10 people that had let their membership go, and I still had their name there. It just had an X on it. Well, I took when I was thinking, I was like, that would speed up if I pull those names off the wheel. Don't even put them on the wheel. So that's why we only had 85 members in total tonight. But I think once I start talking about the football event, everybody is going to want to become a member. But the reason I said it was a great opportunity tonight, because if you became a member now, you could keep it for 1 month, cancel your membership in a month, but then you get it on 2 months worth of events. And that doesn't always happen that way, but it's going to happen because I'm going to use the Super Bowl for the next members event. Because there's no way I can rig the Super Bowl. So I'm very cautious about how I do my events, because I want it to be 100% fair, so that people don't question, oh, how do we know? You know what I mean? Coming back over, let's take a look at silver real quick. Let's see, silver. $30.25, but it might be even lower. No, 25. Okay, down about 30 cents. So we can see a slow dip right here. But keep in mind, right here is really, let's see, 25, 26. Oh, they don't even show it on here. What if I do that? Oh, someone did something. Hold on. I'm going to go back and look and see what that sound was. I don't know. I mean, that is it, but it's showing it as, oh, there it is, 26.25. Yeah, so 26.25. Hold on. What the heck keeps coming up? Silver spot price per ounce. Exit that page. I don't know what's going on. Something I opened is now throwing up headers on my 26. So this. Oh, I guess it is 26.18. Okay, yeah, you can see it is dropping, but what were we down to right here? Yeah, we were down to $30.15. Hopefully it will keep going down, but look at the volatility. There's a lot of volatility, a lot of buying and selling right now going on. Let me jump over to Discord and see what that was. Philip, thank you so much, buddy, for that $2 super chat. Get that football. Oh, that football one's going to be awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yep. Let's see. Scrolling through, I'll show you guys real quick, those of you that are on here right now, how the football one, if there's new people in here. So the way the football is going to work, it's basically going to be one of these with all the members are going to have squares. I'm going to put out a video. You have 24 hours to ask for a specific number on the board. Then I will fill in the other names that have not requested a specific number. And then we will go live one evening and we will randomly draw the gray, what numbers are going to go over here and what numbers are going to go over here. And then we will announce how the prizes are going to work. I don't know if I will do a quarterly or if I'm just going to do a halftime and a final. But we'll play that by day. And as I said before, if I go over 100 squares, then there will be another card, and there may be 2 winners in that case. Because if I have 2 football cards and the second card only has a dozen squares filled out, well, that will decide if there will be. I'm not going to tell someone no, and anybody that is a member is going to get to participate. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I really think it will be fun. With that being said, I am probably going to wrap up the stream here. Congratulations to the winner. I will say there is an advantage now if you are a super fan or a obsessed fan. A super fan would have gotten this instead. Obsessed fan would have gotten them both. So a lot of fun there. I think this is a fun way to do it. If anybody has any suggestions, you can email me at tsquaretalktome@gmail.com. I may not get to it that same day, so don't worry, but I do reply back within a day usually to stuff, sometimes the second day. Don't do Bitcoin, please. Well, I just want to record it because I doubt any Girl Scouts are taking Bitcoin for $6 boxes of cookies. Just like they're not taking credit cards, I don't think. Maybe there's 1 or 2 out there that are a step ahead of the game, but I don't think there's many. Better yet, I will post a pic of the osminium ring. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, post that pic on Discord. I remember you were getting into that metal. You know, do I still have that up? Hold on, let me jump over real quick. I want to see where that ranks out in the metals. Hold on. Boom. Boom. I think I closed it, though. Darn it. So we already did this. I closed that out. Close that out. What's Bitcoin doing anyway? Bitcoin ain't what it was last night. Bitcoin was 105 last night. Now it's down to 101. Whoo, she falling. Let's see, though. I'm not laughing at Bitcoin. I'm laughing with Bitcoin. Let's see. Close that out. We'll keep that open. Close that out. Close that out. I don't know if that's what's sending me alarms. List of all precious and regular metals. I didn't say that right. Or it didn't recognize me. just want to know where that ranks out. Is that even... Oh, there it is, right there. This is 76. Let's see here. There was another chart, though, that I found the other day. I wish I could find it again. Precious metals in order of value. Ah, I guess it's 6th. I didn't realize it was 6th. Rhodium, platinum, gold, lithium. Man, they put silver as 8th. I'll take it. I'll take the underdog. I'm curious what it's at in price right now. Let's see. I'm looking for just a basic chart. There we go. Let's see. Damn! That's up there. Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry. That's not that. Is it? I don't know. Net pricing in euros. That can't be right. Is it right? Wow. I will say, you told me about this about a year and a half ago. But then again, every metal has gone up. We're inching its way up. It's a nice chart when you look at it. Nice, slow, and steady going up. Looks a lot like silver, except you don't have the volatility. Let's jump over, but I'm still for silver. Gotta be honest. Gaza 123. Oh man, you just became a member now. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for that, but I wish you had gotten on the wheel before. But I don't think you were here in the beginning. Let's see. Were you here in the beginning? Well, you'll be here for the football one. Every month for our members, every month we do a special event for our members. Next month, it is going to be the football one, and we're going to use the Super Bowl, and going to be a cool prize for that. And you think about it, for $1.99, it's well worth it. It's not coming down as over 48,000 per ounce. What? Yeah, I was trying to figure out the price. I was going to do a little more research on it here in a bit. Thank you so much for becoming a member, Gaza123. I do appreciate that. I think you'll enjoy all the cool stuff that we do on the channel. Let's see. Reading through. Oh, you found it. Oh, that means you were looking earlier on how to join. Aww. I'm sorry. And that's why I kind of drag it out. When I do those, I kind of drag it out like 20 or 30 minutes before I actually start spinning for people to get in. I'm telling you, though, once you're a member, you're going to love it. Save the prizes for me. No, it's not rigged. People would have thought that, though, if the same person won 2 months in a row. It was crazy that she was right there at the end. Let's see. Scrolling through. I'll let you look at that while I'm reading the comments here. Okay, I'm a new member. Thanks so much for the show. Tsquare. Awesome. Yes, I'm glad to have you. It's not coming down anytime soon. What if the penny was removed from circulation? What would that do to other prices of metals? So here's the thing. I don't know what it would do to prices of metals, but if you think about it, the penny's not even copper anymore. It's zinc. So, I mean, we might see zinc come down in value because there's less demand for it if we're not making pennies out of it. However, I can tell you, anybody that's got pennies set aside, they'll probably go up in value. I mean, I've heard stories that in Canada, Canadian pennies now sell for like a nickel a piece on average because you don't see them. What's a nickel? I mean, you want 20 of them to give to your kid to show your grandkids what you used to use or your kids what you used to use. Right now, a lot of us, excuse me, a lot of us still remember the pennies in Canada. I grew up on the border of the U.S. and Canada. So I'm from Maine. And so I used to get Canadian pennies all the time. Now, looking back, I mean, they're gone now. And even down here in Texas, when I see a Canadian penny, because I do see them once in a while, and a lot of it has to do with I don't throw away change. I do travel up to Maine a fair amount. And when I go up there, I don't spend my change. I usually just throw it all in a cup. And I'll go through everything. And if I find Canadian pennies, I keep them. I bring them home. Sometimes I mix them up in my junk around my house. Needless to say, a lot of people like them. People are all like, oh, look what I found. I found a Canadian penny. And they get so excited. So it makes sense that they're a nickel a piece. If we got rid of the penny here in the United States, I would expect to see them instantly go up for a nickel. Now, here's where the advantage comes in. If you've got a little extra money sitting around, you've got a bunch of pennies, you start throwing pennies in a jug, and you just put them in the closet or something. I mean, I know some people say, oh, if someone ever broke into your house, they'd steal your pennies. They would look pretty funny trying to carry a huge 5-gallon jug full of pennies out of my house. And for what? $50? I mean, who knows? But if they get rid of the penny, you will instantly see a nice jump. They'll probably be selling 2 cents a piece right off the bat. And then it won't be long after before 5 cents a piece. And you guys can tell me what you think of that. But to me, it makes sense on why it happened. And I think it will happen again with the U.S. penny. I can't imagine they're going to want to keep losing money, especially with Trump in. I'm not going to get into politics, but I believe he is looking for ways to strengthen the dollar so we can have a good economy under him. And because of that, let's see, I do that with $2 coins. Are you in Canada? I'm guessing maybe you're in Canada and you're talking about the toonies, I think is what somebody calls them. Somebody said, no, we don't call them loons, we call them toonies. Instead of loonies, toonies. Loon. I just thought that was kind of funny when I first heard that. I never knew that. Let's see. What they took out, the PM out of your change, then you were looking at monopoly money. Yep, but here's the thing. Nickels, I think, so copper pennies I still like, and nickels I like. I don't get rid of any nickels. Some people find that weird. They're like, dude, you never spend your nickels? Nope, I'll break a dime, or I'll pay with 5 zinc pennies before I give up a nickel. In fact, I would rather pay with a dime so that way I can get a nickel back sometimes. Let's see. We have no 1 cent or 2 cent pieces here in Australia. Oh, you guys, did you have a 2 cent piece? I didn't know that. We've never had a 2 cent piece that I know of. Someone might correct me if you're a coin collector. But yeah, see, everybody's getting rid of the penny. The U.S. is going to be the last country probably that has a penny. And that's probably only because it has some value to it still. In terms of when you take your penny to other countries, it does kind of have value to a certain point. I saw pennies on so you guys know I want to go to the Philippines. I went online to look around the Philippines on the internet. And I started scrolling looking for coin shops. And I found a couple coin shops in Manila. They're not plentiful. There's not a lot of coin shops in the Philippines from what I've seen. But I found some in Manila. And I went and I looked at like their websites and stuff, what they had. I looked at the pictures that people have posted. And one of the pictures showed a bunch of American pennies. And people trying to build sets of American pennies. And these pennies are selling for 50 pesos. That's essentially $1. But here's the catch. They want new pennies. Because in like the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, you probably had a lot of Americans coming in and out. And so they would bring change and just leave it there like it was nothing. So people start collecting the pennies. Oh, I want to get all of them. Well, you don't see many of the new teens, like the 2017s, 2018s, 2019s. I got a ton of 2017 P pennies. Literally. I went up to New England and I drove my truck and I bought something like 50 boxes. I did a short video on it showing it. And I said the 2017s would be popular at some point. And sure enough, they have gone up and a lot of people like them. Let's see, 1864 to 1872 had a copper 2-cent piece. The size of a nickel. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Let's see. I keep a certain year and back for pennies and nickels. No, I'm in Alaska. Crazy spider in Alaska. I often get Canadian pennies. Oh, yeah, that would make sense. Yep. Nickels might become extinct. Absolutely. I believe the nickels will because, think about it. Nickels are actually made out of nickel and copper, two metals that are going to be in high demand pretty soon, I believe. I know some people are like, then why are you buying silver? Because you can't put a large amount of money in copper and nickel. It would be too difficult. The space that it would take up, it would be impossible. I mean, really, I want to see the gold-silver ratio come down so I can trade some of my silver for gold and really consolidate more wealth in a smaller space, or same amount of wealth in a small space. Let's see here. Aren't pennies already worth 3 cents? If they are copper, and you go to, what is the name of the site again? Let me think here. Someone will probably say it before I think. But I got it. Coinflation. Coinflation.com. Is it this right here? Base metal coins. 82. We'll say 100 of them. So that's $1 in copper pennies. $2.75. So if you've got 100 copper pennies, it's technically worth, I guess they did that in dollars, but $100 is still $2.75 is the way to look at it. Or 2.75 cents. Yeah, let's do this at $1 then. I did 100 because I thought it was in pennies. Yep. So $1 in pennies is worth $2.75. So that just goes to show, yeah, they're going up, and everything is going up. Let's take a quick look again at silver. Ugh, don't tell me that was the low, $30.15. I'm looking for a good drop. Saw that nice drop. I wanted it to keep going and going and going. I'm looking for deals. Well, guys, I will end up probably wrapping up the video here. I thank everybody for watching. I hope everybody has a great night. Thank you so much for becoming a member, Gaza. 1, 2, 3. And thank you for everybody that is a member, and thank you for everybody that's been watching, although mostly I just see members in the room now at this point. Oh, nope, Gerald's still in the room. Thank you for the super chat. Philip, I appreciate that. Scrolling through. Just making sure I didn't miss any super chats or anything. With that being said, going to wrap up. Who would buy that off you? The pennies? Well, I'm trying to work a deal right now for multiple buckets of copper pennies with somebody. I don't know 100% how it's going to work out yet because I've got to transport them, which can be a little bit of a difficulty. But I'm hoping to work out a deal. Let's see. With pennies go... the depreciation of price will go away also. Price of $2.99 instead of $3. I ain't that dumb. What? Well, no. See, let's talk about that comment. And maybe I misunderstood it, but pennies, if they're copper pennies, they've already gone up in value because they're made out of precious metals, almost like a dime. I actually believe, just like in '64 when they got rid of the silver dimes, there were a lot of people that didn't really understand what they had done. They've already gotten rid of the copper pennies. Next, they're going to get rid of the nickels, the copper nickels. So we'll see how that plays out. I think you'll see it go up personally. I'd prefer copper pennies, but who knows? I can understand someone saying that technically if you're depreciating your dollars, you're depreciating your zinc pennies. But I don't entirely know from a collectible standpoint. I think that as soon as they get rid of the pennies, I mean, you think about it, Canadian pennies went up 500% in Canada because a penny in Canada is now 5 cents. So who knows? With that being said, I thank everybody for watching. Gaza, you have a great night. Eli, you have a great night. Scott, you have a great night, my friend. Conrad, you have a great night. Crazy Spider, you have a great night. Philip Lowe, you have a great night. Who else do we have in the room? If you're in the room and you want to shout out, go ahead and leave a comment. Because if you haven't commented in a little while, Gerald, you have a great night. PMG Silver Stacks, you have a great night. That's about all I can see. There's only 9 people showing that they're on right now. With that being said, gonna wrap up here. And congratulations to the winner. And I will see y'all tomorrow morning with another great video. Take care, everybody. Eli, you have a great night. 1982 are up. Pennies. There you go. Thank you, and everybody have a great night. Take care, everybody. And I'll see you in the morning. Bye-bye.